8:18 on this Saturday morning, which area-wide is starting out mostly sunny. We do have some leftover chunks of snow that refroze overnight in Teller County, so try not to trip on some of that stuff. There was a lot of melting and refreezing that went on the higher terrain around the Pikes Peak region. It is only 24 right now at the Greater Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, but the roads look fine. How about Gold Hill Mesa, looking back towards Garden of the Gods? Wow, is that pretty. Nice to see the frosting on the mountains in the background. Obviously, we don't have much snow at lower elevations around Colorado Springs, so we're fine with roads. 32 degrees, dry conditions in Pueblo right now. Nice visibility looking southeast from the hospital there at Parkview Medical Center. Again, the wind is light. So most of eastern Colorado with temperatures now reporting in the 30s. Lyman's at 29. Leadville's down to 17, but rest of the mountains and mountain valleys are in the 20s and 30s. So the air behind the storm is not brutally cold. Skycast shows through the day today we'll have an increase in clouds, mainly in western Colorado. Some of this will start to drift across the I-25 corridor by later on this afternoon. High temperatures very close to seasonal averages, with mainly 50s and 60s at lower elevations, 40s up across the high country. Real nice day, all things considered. Won't have too much wind either, maybe around 15 miles an hour this afternoon on the high end of things. Tonight, as the next system approaches, we start to see scattered rain and snow showers break out mainly in western Colorado. Snow, of course, confined to the mountain areas. The valleys will likely see rain. Again, this storm does not have a ton of cold air with it. As we move past midnight, more of this starts to approach the front range, and we do think some of our local mountain areas will probably start to pick up some bursts of snow by daybreak tomorrow, and that could lead to some slowed travel, especially as you head up into Teller County or over the mountains to the south and west of Pueblo. I don't think we'll have too much to worry about along the front range through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. As we move through the morning hours, there are some suggestions. We'll get a little circulation to develop in the middle of the atmosphere. That could produce a brief period of some wind-driven snow up on the Palmer Divide, maybe a mixture of some rain and snow showers around Colorado Springs. We'll keep it all rain in Pueblo. There's just not enough cold air with this system. And then that will slowly start to drift off to the east, and we'll notice the precipitation start to sag south behind this circulation. Probably going to bring the heaviest snow to the mountains south and west of Pueblo, where we could see as much as 3 to 8 inches of snow with this system tomorrow. So while it won't be a vast storm system, it will affect some areas quite a bit. Around Colorado Springs, I wouldn't worry much about snowfall accumulations tomorrow. We could see some wet snowflakes mix in with some rain showers, but they shouldn't accumulate. We'll have highs in the 50s. Monday we'll end up in the 50s as well, but we'll warm more quickly and probably have a bit more sunshine. Won't have as much wind as we'll have tomorrow either. Next system comes in, looks like Tuesday night into Wednesday now. That one would likely produce a more widespread area of rain and snow, so we'll track that closely over the next several days. We think we'll kick it out of here in time for a pretty decent afternoon Thursday, and Friday looks okay too. Warm, but probably a bit on the windy side. Pueblo, we're dry today. Could have some rain showers tomorrow. Wouldn't worry about any snow. Monday we'll be back in the 60s. Another shot for some rain as it looks now Tuesday into Wednesday, with highs still in the 50s, so that's obviously too warm for snow. We're back into the 60s on Thursday, with 70s returning by Friday. In Canyon City, I still think you'll have a chance for some showers tomorrow, but they will fall in the form of rain showers, and that also looks likely with the system for the middle of the week. On the warm end of things, we'll have some days in the 60s, the cooler days in the 50s with any precipitation, at least temporarily. It'll likely be in the 40s. Overnight lows most nights in the 30s to around 40. Now, Teller County and also for the mountain areas south and west of Pueblo, and to a lesser extent, perhaps Monument Hill, could have some accumulating snow briefly tomorrow morning. I would guess on the order of 1 to 4 inches, with maybe a short period of time where we could have some slick conditions, and we'll be tracking that for you tomorrow morning. But we'll probably wrap that up by tomorrow night. Monday looks okay. Tuesday night into Wednesday, that system has colder air with it, so then you start thinking a little bit more about travel impacts, even if the snow's not terribly heavy. But that storm's got some potential. We'll track that, see how that's going to evolve over the next few days. We'll have it out of here by Thursday into Friday. Cold days will be in the 30s. We'll probably be back in the 50s by the end of the week, thanks to a nice stout wind coming off the mountains once again. So again, you don't want to let your guard down. Obviously the storm yesterday was much more intense, but having said that, this next one may not affect as many people, but we could still have some impacts due to some snow, especially on the higher terrain, mainly above about 7,000 feet.
Great. Have those windshield scrapers ready and those defrosters now. You can put in your windshield or defrost it for you. It's nice.
Yeah, mine was pretty thickly covered with ice this morning, but you know, if the sun's out, you'll probably be okay.
Absolutely. Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.